Right,
Yeah.
what's the question?
Okay, Olivia asks, if your baby does not nap at the 4:30 p.m. nap time, it is hard to keep them up until 7 p.m. What do you advise to do in that situation, Tizzie Hall?
So it would depend on the age of the baby. So if she's got a very small baby, like a baby sort of under 13, under 14 weeks, I'd be asking, are you wrapping the baby, using the comforter, using the bedding at the nap time? So the 4:30 nap is an out and about nap, normally given in fresh air, because fresh air promotes sleep. Normally given in the pram, it can be in the baby pouch. You could sit and cuddle the baby and hold the baby and have that nap always sitting in your arms holding the baby, but try and make it out and about in the fresh air if possible. Or if you're going to sit in the house and do that nap, then do one of your other naps out and about. And out and about sleep is so important.
Yeah.
In some countries, did you know they do outside sleeps unless it's more than -30?
Yes.
Amazing.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
So
yep. Very important. And I love, can I just say, because I know you won't say it, you don't think it's important, but I think it's so important. One of the main reasons that you like to do this one nap a day in your arms or pram or something, or somewhere other than cot, is to get baby used to sleeping somewhere elsewhere than cot. And a lot of people think that, Tizzie Hall routines are so rigid and I'll have to stay at home all day and, watch the clock and blah, blah, blah. But actually you're setting your kids up for success. And my boys, it wasn't about where they were sleeping, but it was about how we put them to sleep. We wrapped, we swaddled, we put the sleeping bag on, we did the blankets, and they had their comforter. And it doesn't matter where they sleep because you are setting them up to be able to sleep anywhere and freeing up parents as a result.
Which is so good.
So good.
Yeah. And your boys are, very good and they've followed it very well. And hopefully the next one, I'm dying to know Zoe does it with the next baby. She can still come on the podcast even if she doesn't have, even if she decides to give it all up with the next baby.
Savvy-oury, sleepy baby.
You need to show people your bump.
Well, you can't
people
see it
who
in
are,
black. In the black
no, because you can't really see it. It's getting bigger, but you can't really see it. But anyway, so we'll put up a photo at some point of the bump growing.
So under 13 weeks.
Yeah. So
you want to look at why.
You want to look at why the baby's not sleeping, and are you wrapping them, and are you doing the bedding and so on. If you're doing all that and the baby isn't sleeping and it's over 13 weeks, then try and get to 7 p.m. A lot of people say babies get overtired at that time, but they don't if they've had 2 really good sleeps in the day. Try and get to 7 p.m. without doing the nap. And try, if you can't put them down early, you can put them down at 6:40 or 6:45. But then don't expect them to sleep till 7 a.m. the next day because they've gone to bed early. If they get 12 hours sleep, they're going to be up at 6:45 the next day. With that nap, after 6.5 months, you could move the 3 o'clock feed to 3:20, which will give a smaller window between 3:20 and 7 p.m. But if your baby isn't napping at that time, I'd be trying to work out why. So try the extra bedding, try, it might be that Olivia's putting her baby in the cot, which isn't a good idea. And the baby's like, but I just got out of the cot. I don't want to get back in. And then if you put your baby in the cot for that sleep and then you get them up at 5:15 and then you try to put them back down the cot at 7 o'clock, they're going to be like, I'm always in the cot. Yes. I've been in the cot all day, and they'll get upset. And then the other thing is, the other reason you don't do that nap in the cot is because you want to make it really clear when you put your baby down in the cot, they have to sleep. It's their sleep time. And you don't want to put them down in the cot and then it's a take it or leave it nap and then they don't sleep.
Well, you're coming and waking them up after
20 minutes. But then you get them up and they haven't slept and then you're teaching them, I'll put you down in the cot, you can protest for 40 minutes and then I'm going to get you up anyhow. You don't want to do that.
Really good point.
So hopefully that helps, Olivia.
Good luck, Olivia.